Hi everybody and welcome back to another Legends of Runeterra video and gameplay. Today I have a deck that's called French Your Toast. And this is a Shen Fiora deck. Fiora and Shen actually have been making a comeback recently. I've seen a lot of them kind of in ranked and in just normal games for some reason. I don't know if a lot of people are just picking them up or what's the deal, but she has been a lot more prevalent recently. And I decided to make a deck with her and Shen and with Laurent Chevalier here. He was buffed probably, I don't even remember, this is like 3 months ago maybe. He got a buff from 1 to 2 health, which goes a really long ways and also helps him against Shadow Isles in particular because of Vile Feast and Withering Well. It's really easy to take out Laurent Chevalier if he's only got 1 health. 2 is quite a bit better. He's still susceptible to some spells, Mystic Shot and Grasp of the Undying. Single combat, he's pretty easy to take out with single combat, but he still gets his ability off if they use single combat. And his ability is when you strike, you create in hand another challenger follower from your regions. Demacia's got a lot of challengers in it, really some pretty good challengers to be honest. You can pull out things like Genevieve Elmhart here, who can single-handedly win you the game if you pull her. You can get a Usari in this deck because he is from Ionia, which is also good, an elusive challenger. You don't even have to use the challenger part if you don't want. He does 4 damage to face. And you can also get Swiftling Lancer, which is going to create you even more cards in hand when he dies. So there's quite a few good challengers in this deck, and really there's not a lot of low mana challengers really. Let me look real quick. The lowest one we've got in this deck is the Laurent Protege actually. All these others you shouldn't generate unless they've got the challenge keyword as a innate ability. So yeah, it's pretty. There's some pretty good cards you can get from this with these 2 regions, and they really can help you to win the game. And you'll see in the gameplay today that Laurent Chevalier here generates 3 cards and helps me replenish my hand. So that's one thing we're running in the deck. Some other things, it's a pretty standard Fiora deck. So we've got Green Glade Caretaker, Bright Steel Protector. They both are kind of barrier units. The Grant Barrier and Green Glade Caretaker gets buffed every time someone gets a barrier. We have Shen, who's granting barrier, Riposte, and we're running 2 Stand United. This is all to help level up Shen and then also level up Fiora and potentially win the game with Fiora as well. Although, I mean, we've got multiple win conditions in this deck, really. We're also running 3 Radiant Guardians. This is a really good card. It's pretty easy to kill off units like the Fleet Feather Tracker or Green Glade Caretaker if you really want. The enemy is very incentivized to also take out Fiora. She's just kind of like a ticking time bomb, and when they kill her, it's really easy to kind of set that up and then play the Radiant Guardian, who herself just makes it super hard for you to lose the game. If you've got multiple Radiant Guardians out, you're just healing so much damage. It's really hard between that, single combat, concerted strike. All of these things are healing you every time you use the Radiant Guardian. And then we're running Wheel of Ionia and Deny, 2 of each of them. This kind of makes us more controlly, able to get rid of some pesky units and spells that are targeting us. And then we're finishing off the game with Bright Steel Formation, which is another win condition. Bright Steel Formation will, when you play it or attack, it gives all of your allies barrier. Between that and Stand United with the Green Glade Caretaker at the end of the game, she can kill the enemy Nexus by herself. It's very easy for her to do that. Yeah, so pretty good gameplay today. It's a pretty fun deck, to be honest. I haven't lost a lot of games with it, so it would probably work pretty well in ranked. There are probably other Fiora Shen decks that are a little better than this, but I wanted to include kind of this Laurent Chevalier as a card that could potentially find a home in a deck like this, and then also include him because there isn't a lot of card draw in the Shen Fiora deck. So this is just kind of another way to generate cards and more units for your side of the board. So that's about it today. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and we will see you tomorrow. Thanks. Okay, so we're going against a Quinn Misfortune deck. This is Scouts most likely. and we may be at a little bit of a disadvantage because of our barriers will be nullified by Miss Fortune's what is it called, her spell. When you attack, it will take off our barriers, so that could be kind of annoying just when we're defending them.
Before they know they're bleeding.
Alright, so he's gonna get 1 damage onto us here.
First.
I'll just play this one afterwards, it's okay.
These woods protect their own.
Alright. Now we got our Fleet Feather Tracker. If he doesn't have anything to play, we might just open attack here. I'm okay trading into this if he wants to, and I kind of thought he wouldn't. So that's okay. We've got Will of Ionia, which is nice for Miss Fortune if she's ever played. We're gonna play our Fiora here. He could have single combat to take her out, but this is going to dissuade his Miss Fortune from attacking. He's kind of out of range for any plunder abilities right now as well, so this is okay. Let's play Shen, possibly. Let's just play Shen.
The eye of twilight sees.
This gives us a few options here. If he takes out Fiora, we can still barrier this Fleet Feather Tracker and then buff up the Greenglade Caretaker. So Shen, I think, is the right play here. We're also attacking, so we don't have to worry too much about the barriers. Alright, so he's going to pass here. What could he possibly have? He could have a Make It Rain.
Enforced equilibrium.
I'm not going to attack with my Fiora or my Fleet Feather Tracker here. If he has a Make It Rain, he could potentially take out my Fleet Feather Tracker. Looks like he's got some sort of barrier of his own, or just a way to take out my my Shen here. I guess I have to be okay with that. Kind of forced it out of him and also protected our Fiora. Alright, and I kind of like playing the Radiant Guardian here.
The smells, on the other hand.
He can take out my he can take out basically all my units here, which is kind of sucky.
You won't feel it at first.
But there's not much I can do about that. Can I deny the spell? I can deny the spell. That could be interesting. So, do I want to deny the spell, or do I want to summon the Radiant Guardian here? I don't really have any other barriers for Fiora if I end up keeping her. Barrier would be really nice right now. I think I have to let this go.
Love ya. Valor!
Justice will be served! Banish the unworthy!
I'm just going to attack with the Radiant Guardian here. Try to help my Nexus a little bit. Radiant Guardian is really good against Miss Fortune as well, because each of her
Hold it, sweetheart.
her Bullet Time and Love Tap, they all only do 1 damage to me.
Got me.
And so the Radiant Guardian doesn't take any damage from them.
Every way is a path.
And we could slow them down a little bit by recalling this Miss Fortune as well. I think for now I'm going to play my Laurent Chevalier here. and work around this. I'm going to most likely recall this Misfortune. Oh, I've got Concerted Strike as well, that's really good.
Ahead.
So he's probably got some barriers in hand here, or maybe not. If he doesn't play the Quinn, that might be a tell here.
What do you see, boy?
You two are a welcome sight.
Okay, so we're going to take out the Misfortune. We are also retaining mana for Will of Ionia and Deny.
Squire!
As well, and we attacked first with the Chevalier to get a unit, and then with the Radiant Guardian afterwards in case he had a barrier. And now what we can do is we can recall his Quinn. So I want to recall his Quinn. He most likely isn't going to attack with his Quinn because he doesn't want me to kill it. I'm actually going to pass, kill on my units, and I think play the Radiant Guardian.
Vanquish the ugly! Or where that came from. Strange glow.
I fight for the fallen! Bless is motion. Stay back! I will end this here!
No!
Stay back!
Alright, now we're just going to clear up his board a little bit here. I'm okay with trading into anything. I got pretty good value out of Laurent here.
Dog.
I got 3 cards from him, which is really nice. So I'm okay with trading him into that and getting another card. Now I think I'm just going to open attack. I should have developed, I could have gotten this Usari down, but
Got you in my sights.
we can how much does that give me? 3, 4. Alright, let's take her out here. Alright, we're in pretty good shape now. Probably should have developed that rather than open attacking, because I probably could have finished it off. But that's okay. We've got Deny and Will of Ionia here where we should be able to beat him, and now he's just kind of playing cards, I think. Yeah. This is fine. I'm not really nervous. Probably just gonna block into this here, to be honest. Just avoid extra damage, and it's not gonna kill him.
Quickly, before they organize. Who's gonna get in my way? This will not take long.
Hold back the darkness!
Alright. This is fine. Just heal up. Take another damage here from his unit, but
Noxus lives on.
that's okay. He's in a pretty tough spot. And this round, I'm probably going to develop because last time I didn't. Or wait, I forgot he rallied. We can just concerted strike him here, I think. We've got Deny back up as well.
Holiday.
My sharp is my spear.
I'm going to recall his Razor Scale Hunter here. He can still kill the Radiant Guardian with his Bright Steel Protector, but it's not going to matter that much.
Stay back.
Because I can take out his units here and then open attack next round.
More where that came from.
And I've got Deny back up, and now I've got
Scoured from this land.
Hardly fair.
a Riposte in case he's got anything else. So that actually turned a little bit more control-y. I was able to kind of out-control him with my Will of Ionias and Concerted Strike, so that's kind of nice to have those in the deck. I definitely I most likely would have been able to finish off the game if I had developed a little bit more that second to last round, but overall I had the cards in my hand that I was able to win the game, the right cards in hand, and kind of control-y enough that I could slow it down and get rid of all of his units before he did enough damage to level up and kill me. So I think you kind of saw Radiant Guardian and her use in that deck, and especially against the Misfortune and Quinn. She's able to mitigate a lot of damage from Misfortune. And then you also saw Laurent Chevalier there, who produced 3 cards, which is really nice because there isn't a lot of card draw in this deck particularly, and you need some I guess card generation, and the challengers work really well as well with Shen in the deck as well. So pretty good gameplay there. Definitely could have improved, but it was pretty good.